Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President of Business Development of NVIDIA, Jeff Herbst.
Anyway, for those who weren't here before lunch, why don't we do just very quick introductions, reintroductions of the panel, and then we'll bring up the three companies that are going to present to us today.
Want to go again?
Daniel,
okay, great. I'm Daniel Lunn. I'm with Microsoft here in Silicon Valley, but I oversee for the company what we do with startups and venture capital, and in particular, interesting companies doing good things with processors.
My name is Drew Lons. I've actually lived here in the Silicon Valley all my life. I started 4 companies, and for the last decade, I've been a venture capitalist.
I'm John Petty from John Petty Research. We do market research, and we do consulting and advice to startup companies and to existing companies.
And for those of you who are not familiar with any of these panelists, this is a really great opportunity to get minds like this on the stage, people with this kind of experience in the Valley and beyond. So we're really looking forward to it. And the goal is to really help the CEOs of these emerging companies hone their business models, ask the questions that we would anticipate you in the audience would ask. We're not trying to roast them too hard, but you never know what's going to happen. So with that, next up, another interesting company, Bunkspeed, founder and CEO, Philip Lunn.
Hello. We've been around now for 8 years, and in that 8 years, we've had over 100,000 trial downloads of our software. We've had 10,000 paid licenses, and we have about 4,500 individual customers, including most of the Fortune 500. There's millions of software, there's millions of CAD users out there. CAD data is created by engineers, and engineers take many years of practice to learn their art to build 3D models and 3D geometry. And most of the work that's done in manufacturing a product is done in that area. At the beginning of that phase is a design time, where artists and designers, people who are not particularly technical, do their work. And at the other end, there's the marketers, all the advertising agencies and folks creative people who create visual content in order to market that product. We've developed a suite of tools that are super easy to use. And you know, the problem we're solving is that early in the design phase, physical prototypes are made. And anywhere from, these physical prototypes can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000. And then on the other end of the scale, where the marketing guys are, they're oftentimes completely recreating geometry that was already created in the manufacturing design process. So they send it out to a third party to build it all over again so they can render it. And what we've done is made it so easy that it expands the market to a whole new set of users on both ends of this spectrum. And by making tools that integrate it closely with the CAD world, it allows these new users to get the engineering data to make images, to make decisions, and reduce the number of prototypes, and reduce the rework at the end of the process. This is an example here. CAD file. And within just a few minutes, with a very simple process, it looks exactly like a photograph. So we go from CAD to photo in minutes, literally. Simple to learn. That is not a simple thing. To make something simple is actually very, very difficult. And if you look at what Apple's done, they've probably done the best job of it of all. They've made a very narrowly focused product and with very few options that people can use immediately and get benefit from. That's been our focus. So we've made it very simple to learn, easy to use, and it's literally an interactive photograph. It's so easy, in fact, that it can be run on a touch screen by someone who's never used 3D before, and very effectively. And why do we need this? Well, there was a study done by Adobe last year where they looked at the product 360 on the web. And what they found was that if there is a 360 of a product on the internet where you can spin and see multiple angles, there's a 40% more likely chance that that person will buy from the web, because they have enough information visually to make a decision on whether they want it or not. It also decreases the amount of time, it shortens the sales cycle by 70%. These are very significant things. So if we're able to enable a tool that enables much faster creation of images, then these kinds of things could be put on the web to speed up decisions and increase the e-commerce revenue. The 3D data is already there. The engineering data exists in a massive database. Companies like Siemens, Dassault, they manage this database. We extract that data out of there and allow these designers and marketing people to use that data. And the quality is fantastic. If you can use Photoshop, you can use this tool. And there are millions of Photoshop users. It's been estimated 42 million Photoshop users out there. Every single one of those could literally pick up this tool and begin using a 3D tool when they've been focused on 2D. So what we're simple to use photographic rendering quality renderer, but also for still images and for animation, a suite of tools that eliminates waste up front in the prototype phase, because now photographic quality images can be created where a designer can look at that and go, you know, I don't like that brushed aluminum finish, I want a stainless steel. Or, you know, I want that made out of black plastic instead of something, or I want it made out of a matte plastic. So those kinds of decisions are often happening in the process, so the whole time to market can be compressed. And companies like BlackBerry, who have standardized on our tools, LG, anyone who's building a consumer product these days can benefit from this kind of new tool. Overall, providing a more visual experience on the web.
Fantastic. Great presentation.
Thank you.